Hello and welcome to Mutiny Motorsport. This is our fifth date, a picnic in the park at Oulton Park. Rodders with a commanding pole position above Cumsum and TTR, John, Stupidoobie, Debug and Mr. Mouse with Leclerc, Orange, Garrett and Miguel unable to set a lap in qualifying. And away we go, we're on board with Cumsum as he goes down to the start-finish line. He seems to have lost that second position pretty convincingly so far as Rodders goes in Titar. And then we got the yellow card there. Oh no, that's Orange and Cumsum. Not great for those two, but they seem to have recovered and are mid-pack right now. And TTR following and braking later than Rodders there over the curb. Rodders gonna bunt him out the way a little bit. Say, no sir, that is not how you do it on me. I'm going to take that lead back, and the yellow car of Stupidoobie in third place then, holding on, got through the chaos. Tita dropping back a little bit after that exit. Oh, I thought Stupidoobie was going to go for a lunge there as TTR gets the car out sideways, out onto the back straight. Looks to be fairly clean after that. In the background though, I think you can see a car waving around. There we go, Tita still in second. Oh no, that's Stupidoobie on the grass. That's got to cost him down into turn one as they end lap one. 118, 119. And that's John just behind them in the white car. And that looks like Debug as well. As TTR goes really wide. Oh no! And that is Stupidoobie crashed out in turn one. He spun on the grass on entry. And now it is Rodders, followed by TTR, followed by John. Sorry about the timing screens today. They are not working properly. I will do my best to keep everyone in order. As we stay on board with TTR here. Oh, and now we're moving to Debug, who I believe is in like fourth place. Just closely hounded there. I think that's Cumsum who attacks him out of nowhere. Cumsum, what was that? Oh no, Cumsum has cost you and Debug some valuable time. And hopefully there's no damage in these cars. Just a lot of gravel now slowing them down as they get back into that back straight. We've got one last corner now before the start-finish straight. So go back on board with the Rodders, and now TTR, and now John. That's your top three. John in the white 82, the silvery car. Now on board with the grey Mumbo Man, the number 93. And Leclerc just behind him. As they come down into turn 2/3. It's a fast part of the track. Orange just behind them as well. And then it looks like Garrett just behind that. So Leclerc making his way down the back straight. This is a little kink in the road, but it is absolutely terrifying in these cars. And again, another kink as you enter the braking zone. Brake down hard. It's fairly fast this corner. You want to use as much of the track as possible just on the exit. Carry the speed through the apex. So I believe it's Rodders, followed by TTR, followed by John, followed by, well, it was Debug, as that is the number 3 car, Orange, going off there, and Garrett going through. It's Orange dropping back. Oh. Not the race he was looking for today. Garrett very tentative on entry there. Nice apex, good exit speeds. Taking a long time to change the gear, maybe a little bit distracted. As we're back on board with the 82 car, John in that white livery, following TTR, following Rodders. We're on lap 4 right now. Probably going to do about 18 or 19 laps. This is a 20-minute race. It seems all pretty stable up at the front right now. TTR maybe leaving a little bit of John behind. It's starting to catch up back to Rodders in his laps. Last time round, they're all in the 11s. Oh, and they've crashed. Oh no, that is Rodders way out there. TTR as well, and John goes straight through. There is no damage, so he wouldn't have sustained any damage from that. But a bit of a bash. And now it is John in the lead, followed by TTR, and then Rodders. If he made it out, he might still be in third place. There he is. He's got Mumbo Man just behind him and Leclerc just behind him again. Down the hill. Hold it. Nice entry there. Braking well. He's got a quick lap time. We know in him from that qualifying lap. Now this is the race and you've got to put it all into practice over as many laps as you can without a mistake. But there has been a mistake. We don't know if he got caught by TTR and they tapped on entry, or whether it was a spin from in front and that caused the spin from behind. But we do know that John is leading from TTR. And we're on board now with Leclerc, who's still following grey car of Mumbo Man. Leclerc in this awesome deep burgundy red with the white stripe and the number 104 on it. The grey car ahead. Oh, that is Mumbo Man. He's gone out wide. That has cost him on the exit. He goes defensive, the 93, down into turn 1. Who's going to brake first? Who's going to flinch? Leclerc goes around the outside. Is he going to carry the speed? Looks like he is a little bit, as Garrett and Stupid Doobie follow them off. And they go through. I think there's a little moment there between Leclerc and Mumbo Man. And through it, Garrett and Leclerc go, and Mumbo Man drops down 2 spots in one corner. That is a disappointment. And now Mumbo Man is looking behind him with Stupid Doobie right there. But now Garrett has his sights set on Leclerc just in front of him. Leclerc in the British Racing green car with the number 9 on it. And Leclerc, like I said, in the burgundy, the 104, and that is Rodders still ahead of them. Brake. Dips down in the apex there. Goes over then a crest. Out, and it's going to be 3 wide. It's going to be Rodders on the inside. Garrett in the middle, and Leclerc on the outside. Who's going to flinch? Whoa. It looks like Leclerc flinches then. Oh, as Rodders goes wide. So do all of them. Wow. He flinched first and that saved him. All the other cars there went off. That is not great for the others. But now... Oh, this is Come Some. He's trying to make his way through and... Oh, he spins. Oh, Come Some. And he's lost all the hard work he just put in. After his tap from orange in turn 1. Oh, just press the reset button, my friends. Let's go back on board with TTR now. Hounding. Just looking forward at John. There is a huge gap behind them. After Rodders drop back into that midfield, and then there was a bit of chaos just then. There is a lot of space for these guys. Wow, an 11.4 for TTR, that is quick. 11.9 Come Some, and 11.5 for John. These guys are on a different planet right now. As TTR cuts over the curb. Brakes deep. You can see when the flashes come out of the exhaust, that's when they're downshifting. He's staying with him right now. I'd say that's about half a second in that. And again, apologies for the timing board not working properly and the scoreboard not updating who's in what position. But look who that is. After a tap early on, I think that is Rodders hounding down Leclerc there. And that is Debug in the position to kind of catch them up. And he is looking up on these two going, yeah, that position will be mine. That's what I want. come down. Now Leclerc having to get defensive against Debug. Debug taking a nice tight line. Good exit. He's going to go up the inside for the next corner. He's got all the straight to do it. Can he keep his foot in? He cannot. He falls back behind. And they take the normal line together. But he does take a sharper corner. Looking for a better exit. Get the car rotated early. Get the car straighter early. Put your foot down earlier. Gains you those valuable tenths of a second that you need. And look how close he is as they go through turn 1. As they start lap 9 already. This has been action-packed here in the Mutiny this summer. Fling race 5. The sprint race. Bringing all the goods right now. Debug, quite a fan of these cars. Bit upset. If you haven't watched Silverstone, go back and watch Silverstone. That was a classic battle between TTAR and Orange, but it was Debug who should have been in the position that they were in, with a but he did get disconnected. Spoilers. Sorry. And here he is again. Still right behind Leclerc, mounting all the pressure that he can. He dives up the inside. What a move. Keeps the car in a straight line. Keeps it pointing in the right direction and goes, look, man, Rodders is just ahead. I can't be being held up by you. And there he is. Oh, is Leclerc thinking about the inside and the dive? He is not. Go through the dip, over the crest, in the other dip, up the hill towards the start-finish line. This track is a bit of a roller coaster. There's not much camber, but there is all the blind crests and dips that you could ever feel you need. And now we're on board with Garrett, who looks to be behind the yellow car of Stupid Doobie. Remember Garrett in the number 9, this British Racing Green. Coming down towards turn 1, where's he brake? Oh, he lets off quite early. You can see him fighting the steering wheel, getting oversteer on entry, then understeer in the mid. Using all the curb and more right the way to the exit. Oh, he lets off his throttle. That is quite a bit of understeer, Garrett. Oh, he's on the grass. He's locked up. And he's managed to get it slowed down. There is no damage here, but that would have cost him a set of trousers. But brown does work well with this dark green, so no one may notice. And that is Debug still leading ahead of Leclerc. And that is Rodders still ahead of them. Who is that in the background now? That is Mumbo Man. In the 93, that's silver grey. Trying to hold on as they go to the start-finish line to start their lap 11. Oh, and on the start-finish straight there, he almost eats his own car. Wow. As the car gets out sideways, that looks like it might be too much. The grass isn't going to save you out there. No, and he spins. Oh, Mumbo Man. And he manages to miss Stupid Doobie. He's coming through. And then that's Garrett, and I think that's Kumsum behind them coming through as well. Wow. So unfortunate there as you go back on board. This is with John, waiting for the camera to catch up as we look at the marshals doing their great work and the videographers, the cameramen. And it looks like TTR is ahead now of John, so something's happened. We've missed it. TTR is ahead. John taking the direct line there. TTR taking the very wide line. Let's come down into turn 1. You can see them downshifting, braking. Nice apex there as they exit. Down the hill. There's a small right-left kink. Chicane. Going down the hill. Got to brake. Once you reach the car, gets to the flat, then you brake. And TTR lost a lot in the braking zone there, looking a little bit more squirrely than John behind. Getting out onto the grass, which is very brave stuff. These cars are not a fan, as we've seen already in this race. Now it's John right behind TTAR. Can he amount the same amount of pressure as he had as TTR gets the back out slideways? This is the summer fling after all. Out onto the main, out onto the back straight. Gonna brake hard by these boards, get the car rotated. Remember, you got a dip, then you got a crest, then you got another dip, You want to use as much of the track, straighten up the car as much as possible. TTR still having the car sideways there as it comes into the straight. They're coming down to turn 1 now. Brake hard again. John is very close. Using all the curb and more, and this is orange. I don't think he's going to get away with the leader battle. Very experienced head on that driver. He gets way out the way. And TTR taking all the curb. And then takes the defensive line. It's going to cost him. Can John carry the speed through? It looks like he can a little bit. He's taking the offensive line up the inside. It might cost him a bit of time. John is now just within a few tenths at most. This is the battle for the lead here. We're on lap 12. TTR gets the car out sideways right onto the grass. Can he carry the speed? He seems to be able to. A little bit more on the grass. That's going to cost him on the exit. You can see he has a snap of oversteer there. And that's John all the way through. What an overtake that was. Kept the pressure on. Kept his car pointing the right way, but it's not going to be over that easy. TTR is right up alongside him again. He's trying on the exit. He's thinking about the inside, then he's thinking about the outside, then he's thinking about the inside again as they break down into turn 1. Who's it going to be? John takes the racing line. He carries the momentum through. TTR took the tighter line, so it's going to cost him a little bit on the exit here. It's going down the hill now. TTR goes over the curb. Oh, he looks like he's going wide. He's on the grass. Can he slow the car down? Oh, I don't think he can. John was very good to spot that. And TTR on the grass. Oh, he's lost it. He's lost it. That is John in the lead for now. He has a big, big buffer. As we see in the map, TTR get back on. But now there's definitely a few seconds between them. So let's go on with Debug. He looks like he's in 3rd spot right here. It's a good opportunity for him to catch back up with TTR if he can. What's his lap time? It's 2 seconds fast that last lap, but TTR was fighting and losing position, so see what they are when it stabilizes after the next lap. Back on board with Leclerc. The 104, very cautious, once bitten, well maybe a couple of times bitten, and now quite shy. So it's across the start finish line as we look in the Marshall's post there. Very thankful that in sim racing we don't actually need the Marshals. Those real life Marshals put their life in danger to try and help these drivers at every racetrack. And I've got to be honest, most of them are not paid, they're volunteers. There's a love for it. So for all the real Marshals out there watching, thank you very much. As we stay on board with Leclerc here, I have a feeling he's behind Debug, he's in that kind of 4th, 5th, 6th position. So back on board with Rodders. He's way back now. This has been a torrid time as he goes on the grass. That is not where you want to be. And he knows it. He knows better than to be out there. TTR made that mistake and it cost him. And Rodders has been off a few times and that has cost him too, as we're on board with Kumsam now. Oh, and he's also really quite far back. Steering left in a right-hander. Is he going to brake? Brakes hard just before the second board. And look at that, he's keeping just a couple of wheels on the curb there for some sort of traction. There's not much traction out there though. As he comes over the start finish line, the Rees are on lap 15 already. This race is almost over. We're in the twilight hours right now of our walk in the park. Understeers dramatically. Kumsam, you know better than this. You are fighting it too hard, my friend. Down the hill, cuts over the curb. Similar line to TTAR there, brakes hard. Nice exit. Just got to keep it clean. The race may come to you yet. The pack is very spread out if you look at the track map on the top right hand side as we go back on board with John here. Still good lead. Pace slowing down a little bit. It was a 1:13 and a 1:12.6, so either the pace is falling away or he's got a big enough gap now just to start relaxing the brain a little bit. Don't over push it, just concentrate on the next corner, take it a little bit cautiously. He's got a fair gap, I think, looking at that track map. Fair gap back to TTR, who has about half that gap again, back to Debug there. So you're on board now, lap 16, with John, your race leader. Last time we saw them in this order, John in first, TTR in second, I believe was TTR's World Championship in Season 9. If you have not seen that, go watch the last race of the season. All the drama and more. It's the last time we saw these guys in that position, I believe. Here's Debug we're on board with, and now Leclerc. I think that is him. I think he's in fourth. And this is Orange. I think he's a lap down now, I believe. That is it. And then just behind him is that yellow car of Stupidoobie. That's hard to tell if Stupidoobie is a lap down with Orange, but I don't think he is. I think that's Orange falling through the pack, and that is Stupidoobie looking at Leclerc going, I want that position, but there is this giant orange in my way. Please remove it, track people, please. Orange knows the blue flag rules though well, and there isn't quite room to give up his position. He doesn't have to just yet. He might be holding up Stupidoobie, but it is hard to tell. You can see the cautiousness in the line between Stupidoobie there and Kumsum and TTR before that. But the risks that Kumsum and TTR take when they do that have been apparent, and we have seen them spin out there. So cautious line as Orange goes wide. Can he recover it? Yes, he can, and he moves out the way there. Stupidoobie gets through on the back marker. Though a small moment as we see someone up ahead. Oh, who is that? That looks like the silver car there, the grey car of Mumbo Man. I can't tell if that was for position or not. Oh, that is sorely disappointing. But Stupidoobie seems to be catching, and that is it. That is John finished the race. TTR second, that is Debug in third. Wow, that was your podium. That came up quick, guys. And John, what a fantastic race there. Kept his nose clean in the first part. We saw him like, fourth position. Just watch the leaders ahead of him all make mistakes. Lost the lead to TTR, retook it. Valuable moment, and then TTR just fell back. I think what you can say there is John had just supreme control over this vehicle. Car always looked in control and didn't look on the ragged edge. That's how you win, folks. And there we go, fastest lap to TTR. Driver of the day has got to be John, as we said. Head of TTR, head of Debug, Leclerc, Stupidoobie, Rodders, Kumsum, Garrett Bryan, Orange, Mr. Mouse, and Miguel, who didn't even get to start. Thank you so much for coming on this walk in the park with us, everybody. We will see you for the next and last round, round 6. Thank you.